Welcome to Gaia's Love, a podcast of brief messages to help humanity bridge the gap to the new earth. My name is Vivienne Gerard. It is my delight to be a scribe for consciousness today, sharing the wisdom that flows through from Source. Here we go. Episode 110. It is Friday today. Friday! The Friday we've been waiting for here in our home. Exams are over. School is out. It is officially holiday break here in this home. I am actually recording later than usual. I took this morning to do some strategy and planning and reflection and prepare myself for what is coming next as we wrap up this year and move into next year. So it has been a gray, kind of cloudy day outside, perfect for sitting in my little cocoon and drawing and sketching and listening to music and having just this beautiful, spacious morning aligning with the energy of the winter solstice. So here we are. In the afternoon, and I can feel the joy and excitement of my family as we are shifting into celebration and fun time together. I realized this morning that I started this podcast right around the summer solstice. It was on June 19th, and the summer solstice was the 21st. And here we are at the winter solstice. And this feels like the last podcast for this year. I just feel the urge to pause and really be present with my family, be present with all the activities that we have scheduled, spend some more time reflecting on all that was created and manifested this year, which is unbelievable in some respects, and then be very intentional about what I am calling in for 2019. So my invitation to you is to, if you're enjoying the podcast and you want to listen to my voice because it feels good, then go back to some of the older episodes from when we first started, or look at the list of the titles and allow whatever calls you to jump out and then listen to that one. And I know that because everything is a vibrational match, what you feel called towards is exactly what your soul is looking for some enlightenment about, or some healing, or just someone saying, I'm right there in that experience with you. And that camaraderie and walking this path together will allow you to move through whatever is still needing to clear before the end of this year. So look at the titles, go through them, see where you're feeling pulled, and allow the journey to continue even as I pause and rest as we move through the end of this year. I will be hosting a 2018 releasing meditation on Friday. What did I say before? Friday, December 28th. I think it's the 28th at noon. It's on my website. You can find it there, which will be very powerful. There's a lot that happened this year, and pausing to be present with it individually on this phone call that I'll be hosting, and then collectively as a group, tuning in all at once in our own private zones with my guidance to what has happened in this year, the good, the bad, everything that has expanded and contracted, become aware in our consciousness. We sit with it and then we release it. And yes, it is possible to do that much energy work in an hour. We are super focused, and I've done this before, and it's an amazing experience. So we will do that on the Friday, and then on January 2nd, we will have the same gathering except this time to be very intentional about visualizing 2019 and allowing our soul to drop some beautiful images and visions and dreams into our awareness, and then in that space it can land in our body, mind, spirit here in this body, and we move forward from that space of clarity. So you can get all the information on my website. I highly encourage you to consider joining us and then to share it with friends and really create this momentum, which is my word for December, this momentum of more and more of us clearing the old to make room for the new, and then aligning with the vibration of where we're all wanting to move towards in the new year, which I trust is connected to more love. So that's the schedule, the logistics for the next week or two. And what feels important to share today as we sit here on the winter solstice, what I have been exploring today is one of the Osho Zen cards that is in my new moon arc that I've discussed before. So on the last new moon, I pulled some tarot cards to guide me through to the next new moon, which will be on January the 5th. I believe we'll have a podcast or two before that. I'll probably start the podcast back up on the 3rd of January. As I have explored this arc of energy from where I was, which is completion, to where I want to be, which is existence, knowing the value of why my soul is here at this time on this planet so firmly and concretely inside of me that it's a stronger energy I'm sending out than ever before. In the arc from completion to existence, I've been moving through these energies that the cards I pulled have been guiding me through. And the one for today that felt most relevant is called flowering, which I find so beautiful in the duality of what it offers. Here we are in the winter solstice in Cincinnati, where it's cold and there's nothing really flowering. And that is the word that is most present. I just love the duality and the contrast of it. I was born in South Africa and lived there until I was 11, and so my system, my body, my soul naturally feels like summer is December. It's not winter. You know, for the holidays, we'd swim in the pool. We wouldn't be shivering under blankets. And so there's the duality of the way I was raised and the present moment I'm in here and now when I explore flowering and winter solstice. So I'm going to read the Zen card to you, and it feels so in alignment with the collective energy of what is possible or available for all of us as we wrap up this year of 2018 and really step into a new energy for 2019. All that we have been shedding and releasing and clearing is to make room for all that we are dreaming of, all that we are calling towards us, all that we came here to create. And this Zen card captures it beautifully. So, it's called Flowering. I will post a picture of the card in the Soulshine Tribe so you can see it in color. It's just beautiful. All right, Flowering by Osho Zen. Zen wants you living in abundance, living in totality, living intensely. Not at the minimum as Christianity wants you, but at the maximum, overflowing. Your life should reach to others. Your blissfulness, your benediction, your ecstasy should not be contained within you like a seed. It should open like a flower and spread its fragrance to all and sundry, not only to the friends, but to the strangers too. This is real compassion. This is real love. Sharing your enlightenment, sharing your dance of the beyond. It has this incredibly beautiful picture in the commentary, and it shows this woman who looks like she has a sphere or a full moon illuminated behind her, and then she's sitting on a lotus flower floating in the ocean, and she has just this gorgeous goddess energy. Her fingers are snapping. She's just in absolute beauty and joy. It says, "The Queen of Rainbows is like a fantastic plant that has reached the apex of its flowering and its colors. She is very sexual, very alive, and full of possibilities. She snaps her fingers to the music of love. And her zodiac necklace is placed in a way that Venus lies over her heart. The sleeves of her garment contain an abundance of seeds, and as the wind blows, the seeds will be scattered to take root where they may. She is not concerned whether they land on the soil or on the rocks. She is just spreading them everywhere in sheer celebration of life and love. Flowers fall on her from above, in harmony with her own flowering, and the waters of emotion swirl playfully beneath the flower on which she sits. You might feel like a garden of flowers right now, showered with blessings from everywhere. Welcome the bees. Invite the birds to drink your nectar. Spread your joy around for all to share." I feel like after all the clearing and work and deep emotions and layers of stories that we have been clearing individually, collectively here in this Gaia's love space, collectively on our planet within humanity, as we have been shedding all of that, we arrive now at this energy where we are able to celebrate and step into the abundance and step into the joy and share the celebration. And we co-create this new earth that I have been talking about all year and holding space for and sharing the vibration of. We step into this new reality that is based on love. Love for self, love for planet, for earth, love for humanity, love for source, God, creator, one, the energy that we come from, that we return to. It is all from this foundation of love, and that is the most pure, aligned vibration I can offer as we conclude this 2018 chapter of Gaia's love, and pause and rest and reflect, and then regather in the energy of 2019. Thank you for being in this space with me, listening to me, sharing this podcast. Thank you for the beautiful reflections that so many of you have offered about how you experience this space. I feel showered with flowers, showered with blessings, and my heart is full to overflowing. I will be back with you in 2019. So much love from my heart to yours. Thank you for tuning in to today's vibration. Let's take this message of pure love out into all of our communities and continue expanding love here on Gaia. So much love from my heart to yours.